Flip, flip. Step onto the court, we ballin' all day. From downtown to the Bay, we don't play. Swish, swish, hear the crowd roar. This game is ours, we crave more. Fast breaks and crossovers, we dominate. B-E-ball, we rise above the rest. Listen to the podcast, join the quest. Heartbeats racing, adrenaline high. This is where champions fly.
Welcome to the B-Ball Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Bryant.
And I'm Eric.
And we're here to talk sports and more.
What's up,
Hey, Brody, how you doing?
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Ready to get going.
Good, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. This episode that we're presenting to you today is kind of a different kind of episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different, man. We're going to give y'all more of a personal insight about ourselves, about how we grew up, how sports has played a role in our day-to-day lives, and how it's made it to the people we are today.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be down home, down south, talking about all the things that we did growing up. I know there's a lot to get into. Especially starting when we were young. When's the first time you started playing sports?
So, I started off playing baseball, age of 5. From the age of 5 up until 18, essentially. Played baseball almost every single day, year in, year out, constantly. That was my life. Here in Columbus, grew up on more of the south side of town.
South side?
Not necessarily. It was more toward that area. Baseball necessarily wasn't as popular. But for some reason, man, I just took a real liking to it. I played, and baseball season usually in the spring. And whenever the spring was over with, my dad would ask me like, "Hey, what do you want to play something else? You want to play another sport, football, basketball?" I was like, "I want to play more baseball. I want to play more baseball." And what are we going to do? So I started playing baseball in the fall, and then I got into a travel team that we practiced year round, 24/7.
So you strictly baseball? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Strictly baseball. I never played any type of organized sport. Obviously in the backyard, I got brothers and cousins and stuff. We all played basketball and football in the backyard. But as far as like an organized sport, an organized team, baseball is all it's been for me. So Brian, I see you got all these trophies up here, man. What all sports you play growing up?
Oh yeah, I was a jack of all trades.
I see.
And actually, that's what my granddad used to call me when I was young. He used to call me sport because I played all the sports. Y'all can just marvel at them. I could just only bring so few.
Oh my God.
The mantle was only so big. But we got of course some MVPs up there. One representing each sport. We got football, basketball, we got baseball. Played a little T-ball when I was young.
Okay.
Only thing I didn't do was kick a soccer ball, but I can get out there if y'all need me to.
Yeah, it's too much running for me.
That's what I said.
I can't do that.
It was exactly too much running. But yeah, growing up, youth sports, we had, the Yellow Jackets team, that's what we were called, and we would just go out and just play. I don't know if we won any championships because wasn't nobody worried about that. We were just going out there and getting the ball to the other end. But started out when I was, 7, 8, then kept going from there.
Hey, I feel you. Youth sports is so important, man, because one, it gives a lot of kids just something to do in their spare time. Kids need a lot of stimulation, and the fact that they're able to go out there, make friends, make lifelong friends by being on the same team.
Yeah, especially smaller towns like, of course, the one where I'm in right now. You used to grow up with some of these people. Some of these people you know for your whole life. They started out, you know them at 7 at youth sports, and then you know them while you're graduating high school. So it definitely plays a huge impact in the community and the local. Organized sports are always great. Throw a kid out on the empty field, let them run. They ain't got no complaints from them. So.
No, you're right. You're right about that. So moving, I guess, more towards your high school experience.
Okay, so high school, I really wasn't too much into sports myself. I didn't play as much, but of course, we had that football spirit. There's only one high school in our town, so Everybody showed up for the games. Everybody showed out for the sports. You know, Friday night, they want to know what you're doing. Everybody knew what you were doing. It was a game, you're going to the game. And you're going to watch it, and you're going to hang around and maybe get in a little trouble. And then, just enjoy your high school experience. But they were definitely, baseball was definitely big as well. And then the swimming team was big as well. That would be a joke for all the Harris County people with the swimming pool on top of the gym. But that didn't exist. But
okay.
But it was things like that. Basketball for sure. The ladies team definitely did well. I had a couple cousins play for them as well, so it was definitely always something to watch, always something to do throughout all of high school.
No, I can imagine. Harris County, everybody unites when it comes to high school sports.
It's kind of like the Olympics.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna come and sit down, and we're just gonna, chit chat, have a good time. It doesn't matter what's happening or what's going on. You're gonna watch the game and then go home.
Yep. As long as you see that HC on there, people will come support it for sure.
HC, Tigers.
Oh my.
Tigers. All right, yes sir. Silly man.
All right, man.
Got a little. Gotta put it on, see if it still fit.
Oh god.
See if it still fit. I don't know.
Wait, what year is that from?
1920. No, I'm just all right. I think I got a little. Okay. See, I was fat in high school, so I'm fat now, so it kind of matches up good. But
Okay.
But yeah, the old football jersey. Got the Tigers on the Tiger paws on the shoulders, so always represent.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
But it's definitely, like I said, all throughout, even middle school, all throughout. It was experience. I know your high school experience with sports kind of different a little bit.
Oh man.
Tell me a little about that.
Yeah, man. So my high school experience with sports specifically was very different. So I went to a school called Early College Academy of Columbus. All right, my first 3 years of high school. It's pretty much like a normal high school, except they trying to build you up to take college classes in high school. Dual enrollment.
Get you in there.
Yeah. Essentially all schools got dual enrollment now. Like a lot of them, majority of them. So they shut down Early College Academy of Columbus now. But when I was there, they did not have any sports, no band, chorus, choir. They had a dance team that we had a golf club. Yeah, that was it. But what I would say is, when I was in high school, they allowed us to play sports with Kendrick High School, which was across town, which is crazy because we had to pass like 2 or 3 high schools to get to Kendrick. But
early been the only ones that would accept you.
No.
Offer letters went out and only few was accepted.
So early college, when it started off just in like some trailers that was outside of Kendrick High School.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how it was. And then early college ended up getting their own building. And when they found the building, it was just happened to be on the other side of town, and they still allowed us to play sports with Kendrick. So I was playing baseball with Kendrick my first 3 years, but because I did not go to school Kendrick, the sports pride wasn't necessarily there when it comes to any of the other sports. That we would go watch the softball team play, but baseball and softball, they're united. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So of course we would go and watch them. They would come and watch us. But when it comes to football, basketball, anything like that, I never had that school spirit to where everybody's like in the school talking about all day, like, oh, we're about to go to the football game. We necessarily didn't have that. But I moved my senior year. I went to Jordan Vocational High School. And it was a bit different there, obviously, because Early College Academy, it only had 150, 160 people in school at the time.
It's a real big.
Jordan had 800, 900 kids, which is still considered small compared to Harris County.
Oh yeah.
You probably got a couple thousand.
Well, think of everybody in Columbus went to one high school.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There would be classes in Peachtree City. There'd be classes in Peachtree Mall.
Yeah, you're right. But so when I felt that experience when I was at Jordan, but when it comes to the sports pride and just the sports culture, obviously it's completely different than a Harris County, considering that everybody in that county is gathered around that one high school or the one Harris County brand of sports. And in Columbus, you got 8, 9 different high schools.
Yeah.
So there's not necessarily that whole county or citywide pride for that one school.
You got rivalries, Spencer versus Carver.
Yes.
Things like that.
North side of Columbus.
Yeah.
You have a lot of rivals within the city.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the school pride, it just wasn't there. Now, when I played baseball, all throughout my high school years playing baseball, I was pretty successful. I made all varsity 2 times. Had my picture in the newspaper.
Okay. Somebody find the clip. Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it next time. Yeah. But and then my senior year, when I moved over to Jordan, started off good, but then I ended up getting a concussion. I took a pitch to the head. So I ended up missing 4 or 5 games. And when I returned, I came back. Yeah.
Concussion protocol, man.
Yeah.
And you in
Yeah, no, it was definitely tough for sure. I don't know if you ever had a concussion, but
probably had it, just shook it out. I said, ooh.
you know, you're right. Because I had 2 throughout my high school career, and it's definitely tough. Headaches for days, you know, especially considering that baseball isn't as physical of a sport as football.
Yeah.
You know, people in football, they're used to getting concussions. Baseball, we're not built like that, you know.
Because it's not every time that you're going to get touched by somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe just out there, maybe something simple.
So, but when I came back my senior year and I returned, there was an article made about me in the newspaper. I was on the cover of the sports page.
Okay.
And not only that, I was on the front fold of the front of the newspaper.
Oh, so you had a half page. Huh?
Yeah, my name and my face was at the bottom right of the first fold of the newspaper, like when they're all stacked up. So that was pretty cool.
Celebrity first athlete interview you seen in here, people.
Yeah. But no, that was real cool. And I really enjoyed playing baseball. You know, all throughout my career. It kind of came to an end when I got into college. I guess I suffered from maybe a condition. It's called the yips, is what it's called, right, in baseball. If Simone Biles kind of struggled through the same thing the last Olympics. In Olympics, it's called the twisties.
Okay.
She was saying how it's like a disconnect from your mind and your body. Markelle Fultz went through the same thing when he got drafted. No. So Markelle Fultz, you watch him in practice, he's shooting normal. In some games he's shooting normal, but some days that's when he would, especially when we go to the free throw line, because when you're at the free throw line, that's when you have to really think about, you got nothing but time to think about. You're not going through like a game time speed.
Yeah.
So when you have that time to stop and think about what you're actually doing, it can mess up your mechanics. And he was struggling with that. There's been baseball players as well.
Is that what's wrong with Ben Simmons?
Yes, that is. That plays a part into it, right? I know he said he had back injuries, back surgery, and stuff like that, but the mental part of it, that played a big. That's why he passed the ball when he was under the rim against the Hawks that year in the playoffs when Trae Young was guarding him, and he pretty much passed off instead of trying to shoot the ball because he didn't want to go to the free throw line.
Yeah.
So with me, I was a catcher. Okay, so every time the pitcher would pitch the ball and I catch it, I had to throw it back to him. That I struggled with that. I got to a point where it was like I forgot how to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Which is killed my confidence as a baseball player. And it started in the summer between my freshman and sophomore year. And going through that was really, really tough because obviously nobody understood it.
Yeah.
Nobody understood. They're just like, hey, Eric, just throw the ball. And I would let them know, like, hey, I don't know what's going on. Like, and they're like, hey, just don't think about it, just throw the ball.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, when you tell somebody not to think about something,
they're gonna be thinking about
if I tell you not to think about a pink elephant,
yeah.
what's the first thing that's gonna pop in your mind?
Pink elephants.
Exactly. People did not understand that, especially me being a kid. I was 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
And, it caused me to want to stop playing baseball. My dad would not let me. We actually had we got into it a couple times because I remember the first time I told him that I wanted to stop playing. He went in my closet, got all my Little League trophies, and he broke them all. I still got a couple that I was able to salvage up, but
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama, for not strong by trophy.
Yeah.
That's how sure it'll be, man.
Yeah. Especially now I have some, I've been playing since I was 5. I had a trophy every single year essentially,
Yeah.
But
I think that goes to what you're saying. You don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't relate to what you were feeling. And,
yes.
As a parent, maybe you think somebody's just quitting, but
yes.
I mean, if I can't go out there and do it, I just can't do it. But
that is true. And because he didn't understand what was going on, he just told me the same thing, just throw the ball,
Yeah.
And then once I got to the point where I was grown enough to make my own decision, and I was still struggling with that. I struggled with that not being able to throw the ball my sophomore, junior, and senior year, and when I got to point, And every single new team I was on, I would have to explain what was going on, and then I get to point, and I'm still going through that same thing, and I got to the point I didn't want to explain it no more.
Yeah.
It had eaten away at me so much all throughout my years to where the point like I didn't want to play no more.
Yeah.
So
I mean, kids ain't nice.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I definitely got trust me. I got made fun of on a daily, 24/7. But I got to the point I was like, hey man, I'm gonna take it into my own hands, and I'm getting tired of going through this. I hate that I let that defeat me in a sense, but at the same time, it is what it is, and yeah.
I mean, we make fast.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's kind of sad how but everybody's career. I mean, obviously we're not in the NBA, so we know our careers
right.
come to an end at some point.
Look, I was good, but I never. Well, I don't believe I was good enough to where I'm getting to the major leagues.
Oh boy, if I ain't had no knee issues, boy, LeBron, look out.
Oh my gosh.
Windmill.
You're not doing nothing with LeBron, bro. That's crazy. But that was pretty much my high school, and then I guess moving into when I got to Point University, I got there. It was on a baseball scholarship. My baseball scholarship was like $2,000 though, and tuition alone was $30,000. So wasn't really doing nothing regardless.
They gave you a little chip to come and play.
Yeah. But I will say the sports culture there was definitely prominent. Everybody was talking about going to the basketball games, the football games. Even though at Point University is such a small school, our football team played on the high school field from the city next over in Valley, Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah, they played on their high school team.
Get better, Point.
Yeah, they got a big V in the middle of the school, but we're Point University, like on the field. Their colors are like blue and orange.
Yeah.
Valley. So you see blue and orange everywhere, but Point University, it's like navy blue, light blue, that type of color.
But it's still good that they got that spirit. Even though, like you said, it is small. I went to Valdosta State, where we had nothing but experience and titles. That spirit around it was crazy. I'm talking about it was football games. That's all you doing, football games, because they were winning, and you knew you were gonna win. It was like going to an all-star. You watched your team, and they were the all-star team.
Yeah.
They would just win every time. If it was the Globetrotters, like you ain't gonna go and ever see the Globetrotters lose. So
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of like that. They had a lot of sports. I mean, soccer. baseball. I mean, football was the main. Basketball was pretty good. They don't win like a football team won. Even the high schools around there. There's one school, the richest school in Georgia, richest high school in Georgia.
Okay.
Most expensive, and that's in Valdosta. I think they have like a $2 million field or something just for the football. So I mean, it's just shows how serious that town takes sports, especially football, takes winning and takes titles. So you know, it was definitely crazy going to that. Tailgates, people out, good partying.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was nice going to that and seeing that kind of atmosphere and being able to connect, like we always say, connect with many different people over simple things. And I mean, somebody may be just working one of the concession stands, a student working, and then you just see them there, and then you start talking. And now you got somebody. Now you're gonna see them around campus. So now you're gonna say, okay, well, we're at concession stands. So now you know each other. Y'all get friends. So you know, it definitely was a good spirit and something good to bond on. Definitely enjoyed my time down there. My playing days were well over. I had retired by that point. I had sent in my retirement letter.
Okay.
And get into the Hall of Fame, but I mean, I sent in my retirement.
It's okay, man. You had a great career, man.
Thank you.
You see, you got a lot of trophies behind you.
Yeah. You can look back at it though. You can be proud, but.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I know growing up, Valdosta is a very small town.
That is a very small town.
In rural Georgia.
Yeah.
And, you know, these small towns in the South, you know, all they do is get behind sports, their sports teams. You know,
and you gotta push that so then everybody can have something to come together too. Because I mean, nowadays it's just difficult. So you push that. So
that's what's up. And you know, my brother, he attends Georgia University right now, University of Georgia.
We hope to have him on. We had Isaiah.
Yeah.
We'll call him on the video before.
But one thing I would say, you know, I've been up there a few times. I kind of just hanging out with him and going.
Athens is a different. That's
let me tell you, man.
Breed like that's. I'm talking about the whole city.
Yeah.
Like the whole city.
Yeah.
You think it's this part of town? No, it's the whole city. You just looking around, just UGA.
Everywhere. It's not a place that you go that you don't see something Georgia.
Yeah.
You don't see no Georgia flag or Georgia license plate.
That's the only thing you go for. Like, and that's somebody may be coming right in the building from, but like you were gonna go there. I went to a conference down there. It was in the UGA building.
Yeah.
The hotel. They shut the hotel down there and rented it out.
Yeah.
Like that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Because the hotel is part of UGA. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. And not even just that, all the cities surrounding it.
Yeah.
All the little small like Buford, I guess all the little small towns around it.
You've had some good food in that barbecue place. I wish I remember the name of it.
Yeah. I mean, we got good food down here in the South too. You know?
Oh yeah, we got some good food. Like I said, Athens, that was an experience. And people out the nightlife, I could not imagine going to college.
So, you know, Athens has the most bars per capita than any city in the United States.
I did not know that.
Yes, per capita.
I was just driving around, and then folks would be packed. There was this one bar, folks were packed in there, and folks were still standing outside with the door open. This one guy had the door open at the end of the line. I'm like, what you think you gonna see? Because like, you ain't even finna get, you hold the door open for the other folks to wait in line to get in. That's crazy.
Man, I got a story, man. One time so I went down there with my brother once, and it was like a family weekend. Everybody's family came into town. It was for his fraternity. Okay. So I'm hanging out with him. It's me, him, and some of his frat brothers, and we're in their frat house. Now, whatever you imagine a fraternity to be, like you see in movies and TV shows, that's exactly what it is.
That's it.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this huge house or whatever, all these guys living there, they're doing what fraternity guys do in a college. You know, whatever you imagine that they're doing, they're probably doing.
Going to class.
Studying.
Yeah. And supporting their teams.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing.
But, you know, we're all heading out. We go out downtown, and it was after, it was Saturday night after Georgia played. Okay. And we go inside this bar. Of course we won. But we played against Kent State, and we won 38-22, which is, when we left that game, it felt like we lost that game because ain't no way they should have scored 22 on us. We should have blown out by 50.
Yeah.
But they came to play, it was whatever, you know.
that feels 0-0.
Yeah, but we go downtown, go to a bar and a club, and it is, in my eyes, it's packed everywhere. And my brother and his frat brother, they're like, man, it's so dead in here, man. Like, we're shoulder to shoulder with people. And it's so many people walking in and walking out, and they're like, yeah, it's pretty dead, man. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, we were on the second floor in some club, and I felt the floor bouncing.
Yeah.
Like, bouncing very hard. And I'm nervous. Like, what is going on? And they're just looking like it's normal. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. And I was so like, this is normal for them. This is a nightly thing for them. You know, it's not even just Saturday when the games. It's Friday nights. They say Thursday nights are the best nights to go out because that's where all the deals are at.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
Everybody went to college know about Thursday.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's I guess hearing your college experience, my college experience, and then seeing my brothers in Georgia is.
I was scared. I wouldn't eat. I just ate. I didn't even go to no club, no bar, no club, none of that.
Yeah.
It was so much. And like, I'm not gonna be waiting outside like that. But
yeah, no, you're right. But yeah, I guess that wraps up our college experience. So Brian, if you had to sum it up into, I guess, a few sentences, what does sports mean to you?
So, I mean, sports. I don't know if it's exactly the meaning, or maybe I should just describe it as like a feeling like you kind of feel like at home. You know, you feel like you're watching something or participating, you know, in something that's just, you know, you take it away from the world. The world doesn't exist at that moment in time. Like, you're just having a moment with whatever's going on. All you can see is this. You have one goal. Everybody has one goal and one mission. You know, your team, you got to get the ball in this end. You know, you're on the other team, you got to defend it. You know, so everybody has their place. Everybody got their role. And you just go out there and do it. You know, obviously, you know, I like Kobe Bryant, the first person I ever see to do it, and the best I've ever seen to do it, the best to ever do it, point blank.
You do not have to put that much emphasis on it,
Well,
bro.
I thought this was my question.
But we get it, bro.
Point blank period. Let's just make sure that we know that Kobe. But nah, he really did mean something. Like, I remember, like, from a young age, like, watching, like, I don't even remember, like, scores and teams at that point. I was so young. I just remember a gold jersey, and I just seen that man jump up and shoot that ball, and then just hit shots. Just hit shots. He missed some shots, okay, but he was just hit. He hit the shots that they needed to be hit. He hit the shots that I needed to see so I could have a love for the game. So, you know, Kobe meant a lot. That pushed me into it. With football, you know, me playing a lot, that's what pushed me into football. Of course, like you said, when you're with your team, you talk about it. So y'all talking about sports. Well, who you go for? Who you go for? You playing it on video games. So, you know, it really did it means, and, you know, it makes me feel like, you know, that anything's possible, and, you know, we can take that moment out to achieve one goal and get it done, and then go back to regular life, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any favorites? I mean, obviously, Kobe Bryant, we know his favorite, but amongst sports, do you have any other favorite athletes that you particularly root for, or favorite teams, sports teams?
Floyd Mayweather. When I watched WWE, before I stopped watching, I like John Cena.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really like Rock that much, but John Cena I always like cool. Even when he came out with trash movies after he finished WWE, I watched all of them. Like, so John Cena was definitely big. Football, I mean, Peyton Manning, you know, I kind of different. I'll be honest, I side hopped. I was hopping a lot.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Every other year I had a different quarterback in football, but you know, basketball we know is solid, solidified. So.
Yeah, we know. Trust me, we get it.
I'm just saying we know the other ones too, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess roll over to what sports means to me.
For you, what it mean to you?
You kind of hit a lot of it on the head, man. When it comes to sports, you know, what I truly do love about it is, regardless on whatever's going on in the world, you know, when you're locked in to see your favorite team win or your favorite athlete win, and it's a whole community rooting together for this particular person or team to win. It's a great thing to see. I love it. And with playing sports, it's the same thing. There's been plenty of teammates, people, that I don't necessarily enjoy being around personally or whatever, but at the same time, we're pushing all that aside because we all want to win. We all are trying to win. We're all trying to do our best. We want to see the other person do good so that we do win. And that's what sports is all about, man. And I truly love to see it. And I apply a lot of that into our day-to-day life now. Yeah. And we're both in the restaurant industry. It's a team. Yeah. We're definitely a team. We all need to see each other succeed so that we can succeed as a whole.
Everybody know their place, everybody know their role.
Exactly. Even though we might not, like some coworker, we might like some more than others. At the same time, we still want to see everybody succeed so we all can reach our goals. That's really what sports mean to me, man. Yeah, I love it.
Your favorites?
Well, of course, every episode we've done so far, I've been in a Georgia shirt, and I've had my Georgia merch up here.
I think he likes Georgia.
I love Georgia. I've been a Georgia fan ever since I was a little kid, man. I started back in my day when I was growing up watching it. It was Matthew Stafford, No Sean Moreno, moved into Aaron Murray, AJ Green, Todd Gurley, then Nick Chubb, Sony Michel.
You'll have a huge grocery list always.
Yeah, man. I love anybody from Georgia. I'm a Georgia boy at heart. Always am. Always have been. Always will be. I'm also a huge LeBron fan, of course. So I just got so much love for LeBron, man. And obviously, as you can see me, and I'm with the numero uno LeBron hater.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
He is certified.
I don't think that's true.
Certified LeBron hater.
I don't think that's true.
But and also, I'm a huge, because I play baseball. I am a huge Yankees fan. My granddad is from the Bronx, which is where the Yankees play. Okay. My granddad loved baseball growing up too, so he put me on. And if you got anybody in your family that is Puerto Rican, 10 times out of 10 they're a Yankees fan. They're a Yankees fan for sure. So yeah, Yankees, LeBron, Georgia.
See how he doesn't have a team? He has a player.
Yes. So in basketball, I will say I am a fan of LeBron. Growing up, I was a fan of Carmelo Anthony. That was my favorite player growing up. But I got to the point where, and it's actually crazy. You're gonna think this is funny, but when I was a little kid, I actually hated LeBron. I actually didn't even like LeBron. I was one of those kids, man. When LeBron left to go to Miami, I was one of those kids.
You were just mad that he left you, and then you packed up your bags and went over.
No, it wasn't even bad. Because everybody, I wanted to be that kid that was different. All the other kids around, like, oh, LeBron. I was like, man, forget LeBron. I don't care about LeBron, man. LeBron sucked. I was the same way about Kobe. I was the same way about Kobe too. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a little kid, I hated Kobe and LeBron. As a matter of fact, I was a huge Carmelo Anthony fan. But, and I still am. I really do like Carmelo.
Oh, Carmelo is different. Hall of Fame.
I'm not gonna lie. What really put me over the edge for LeBron, it got to a point. Obviously, I always respected him, but it got to a point where I was like full-fledged LeBron fan. 2018 playoffs, man. Not even the playoffs, the whole year, because I remember that I was at a point.
Now it's a LeBron story.
I remember I was at that point, man, and it was the day after LeBron hit a game. He blocked Jimmy Butler's layup at the rim, and then he hit a game winner on Jimmy Butler right after that. I remember watching that game live. I went crazy.
Wow, he beat Jimmy Butler, injured Derrick.
Hold on.
Taj Gibson.
Oh my God.
And a Noah.
Who are you?
Oh
but it was the Timberwolves.
And they were in the playoffs?
It wasn't the playoffs, my bad. It was like in February. It was regular.
Okay, I was gonna say they weren't in the
regular season.
playoffs.
My bad. Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember watching that game, and afterwards, I had got into I just started debating everybody. I was like, man, LeBron's better than Jordan. Man, I don't care. LeBron's the GOAT, and of course, it was people were on the LeBron train as far as being the GOAT, but that was 6 years ago. And so people, I guess, weren't fully on it. But some people were still on. But I was on that train. I got on that train fully in 2018.
Train full of crazy people.
And it's now 2024 and he's still going crazy. Come on, bro. You telling me that he had a
So you ain't got nobody else that you like in sports? I think we gave 3 minutes to the LeBron story. I think we can get back to normal.
Alright, my bad. Okay, so I went off about LeBron.
I stayed and started talking about Kobe for 4 hours. The memory card fell out of the
Just know, LeBron, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Yeah.
He is never gonna watch this.
But, okay, I'm gonna go into some other people.
Do you know any other people?
Yes, I'm talking about other people. Aaron Judge, New York Yankees. I'm gonna get into him, man. He is the best hitter in baseball right now. The best player in baseball. I don't care. He's the best player in baseball. I'm gonna say.
He was low on that list, right? The top 100 list.
MLB didn't come out with their top 100 list yet.
Oh no, I'm talking about that top 100 athletes list.
No, I don't think he made the list only because Aaron Judge he didn't play till 2017, or that's when he started, and that list was from 2009. You know, but Aaron Judge he's in MLB. I think when the last time they came out with their top 100 players, he was in the top 3. I think he was maybe number 3 or number 2.
They'll be coming out one soon.
But he's leading the league in home runs. He leading the league in RBIs. He is 3rd in the league right now in batting average. So he could win a triple crown. Triple crown when you lead the league in all 3 of those categories.
Triple double.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh my God. So Aaron Judge could do that, and we've only seen that happen a handful of times in history. So the fact that he's even close to it is amazing. And he's playing for the Yankees. He's playing for the most iconic franchise besides maybe the Dodgers. You ain't even let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
I literally said the Dodgers. I said you besides maybe the Dodgers when it comes to being iconic.
So I don't believe or trust the maybe.
You can be the Yankee. Yankee got the most receivers of all time. So they're definitely up there for sure.
I didn't say they weren't. I was saying you said maybe.
They're either 1 or 2. They're no lower than 2.
Okay, we'll agree with that.
But Aaron Judge, outstanding. That's one of my favorite current players. Growing up, because I was a Yankees fan, I loved Derek Jeter. I loved Alex Rodriguez, Hideki Matsui, Jason Giambi, Jorge Posada. I actually wore number 20 one year. My first year that I was catching, I wore number 20 because Jorge Posada number is 20 and he was a catcher when I was in Little League. So many players from the Yankees that I love so much. Derek Jeter and Kobe, comparing the two, they pretty much had similar careers, you know, so I got a lot of respect for Kobe, you know, in that essence, you know.
I've respected LeBron, and I have.
Why you bring up LeBron again?
Because you were saying that as a shot. They don't know it's a shot, but I'm sitting here believing. So, you know, I've been shot. You know, so.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah, man. Okay, those are my favorite ones. So my current favorite: Aaron Judge, LeBron James, and then anybody from the Georgia Bulldogs team. Anybody, you name anybody, I love.
They're my favorites.
Yeah, well, definitely mine. And then when it comes to NFL, I'm a fan of anybody from Georgia who went to the NFL. And a lot of people would say, hey, if that's the case, why aren't you a fan of the Eagles? Because the Eagles have so many Georgia players.
Yeah.
But their quarterback is from fucking Alabama. Jalen Hurts.
That's close.
No, I hate Alabama.
That's close.
I'm a Georgia fan. You don't understand? Okay, so
I understand hate Yeah, you gonna tell
he
me
went
about
to
we gotta
University, he
make
went
the
to University of Alabama, and he beat us multiple times. I have a deep hatred for Alabama. I remember.
So he good.
No.
You just said he beat y'all.
No.
So
Trash.
we all sorry, or was he good?
Watch your mouth. Anyways, it was like 2011. I remember they beat us in the SEC championship. I swear, I remember. I think it was 2012. I remember going in a room and crying when we lost. I was in 8th grade. I'm a full middle schooler at this point. You know, if people find out I was crying in 8th grade, you know how much they would have made fun of me. But you know how much I didn't care. Because it was Alabama. I hate Alabama.
You still went in the room, you cared.
No.
You still went in the room?
No.
If you didn't care, you would have
Because
done
we
it.
lost. I have so much hate. I can do a full episode on how much I hate Alabama.
We're not going to do that today, though.
Not today. As a matter of fact, we're going to do an episode one day.
We do not hate anybody here. We love everyone.
No, I'm a certified hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate Alabama, bro.
He was making so many wrong choices.
No, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a certified hater. I'm gonna make an episode just hating on the people that I hate.
Hater boy. That's what he is, a certified hater boy.
Yeah. Just on the people that I hate, I'm gonna make a whole episode about it.
Yeah. But
Stay tuned.
or don't. But yeah, I mean that's pretty good. I mean it's good that we were able to talk about our experience, especially from the beginning. You know, I learned some stuff that I ain't know.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't know you had the ips.
Yips, yeah.
Oh, yips.
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 Yeah.
But I didn't know about that. I mean, it's good to kind of explain that, and
Yeah.
it helps the folks understand.
Definitely, for sure. And if anybody, I'm sure there's people that are going through the same thing because, it doesn't, like, it's not just with one sport. With
It's
that
all
mental
sports.
disconnect.
Yeah, like we named a couple people.
Yeah.
Right? So
If people do that in golf when they have trouble with putting, like those close putts be hardest one for them.
I'll
to
be
hit.
honest, golf is the craziest because you have everybody out there, security, everybody's with ropes. And then,
Staring at you.
But no silence. They tell everybody not to talk, and nobody's talking.
Yeah.
Well, if I ain't talking, what I'm gonna be doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the way your hair stand up on the back of your neck, letting you know.
Yeah.
You got 2 gray hairs in the back. What else you gonna do? So I'll be honest, golf, I don't know how. I don't know how.
Yeah. See, and that's the fact that whenever I see people going through that, like knowing that Simone Biles went through similar things makes me love her 10 times more. Because she was able to overcome it, and her last performance, like, is jaw-dropping. Like what she's able to do. And on top of that, her not even just going through it, but she went through it and then advocated for people going through that. Yeah.
Best way to do it.
No, for sure. Thank you guys for tuning in to the B-Ball Podcast. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our post.
Please follow us on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X. We got TikTok. Make sure you comment, like, post below. Tell us what you want to see. Spam it out. Appreciate you watching.
Yeah, and be you, be great,
and be ball.
Listen to the podcast, join the quest. Heartbeats racing, adrenaline high. This is where champions fly.